Did y'all see that jump? That was literally my favorite thing at this resort. And this resort that we're talking about today is the Grand Hyatt Baha that's in Nassau, Bahamas. So if you're interested in going to this resort or you're just looking for a new place to go, stay tuned to get my view about the resort, the room, and tips on traveling and being at this resort in general. Hey guys, my name is Mia. Welcome to my channel, and today I am going to be reviewing and giving you a room tour of Grand Hyatt's Baha Resort in Bahamas, in Nassau, Bahamas. So I want to make this very clear. I'm going to throw this out in a bunch of different points in the video, but this is not an all-inclusive resort, and it is not adults only, meaning that the price you pay online, once you get there, you're still going to have to pay for all other types of things, including food and drinks. And then of course, like I said, it's not adults only, it is family friendly, so you will see everyone from newborns to 18-year-olds there. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at my notes because I want to give you guys a great review, so just bear with me. So again, this is a all-inclusive, and it is a family-friendly resort that is huge. It's huge, it's beautiful, it has so much going on here. This is not a trip you want to take for just 2 or 3 days because it is literally so much to unpack at this one resort. So just to go down the basic with you guys, it is literally 3 hotels in one. So you have the Grand Hyatt Baha, you have SLS, and then you also have Rosewood. It's literally 3 big hotels put together, and all together with the 3 hotels is 1,800 rooms. So that just gives you a guesstimate of how big it is. They have over 40 restaurants, bars, and lounges, 7 pools, 4 hot tubs, of course a spa and a gym. They have babysitting services. They have wedding events and group events for like work or whatever is going on. They also have pet friendly rooms. So not every single room is pet friendly, but they do have rooms that are pet friendly in case you want to bring your pets. Of course there's restrictions. I don't know the restrictions, but there are restrictions. But yeah, that's the gist of the hotel. It is huge. It also has a water park, and it also has like a grotto, a underground cave that has an aquarium in it. It's gorgeous. And on top of that, there's a full-blown casino in the hotel. So if you like to gamble, this is the place for you, okay? So if you've been interested in how me and my husband travel and make these trips every single month, we do it with these 2 Amex cards, the Platinum and the Gold, and these are awesome. With the Platinum, we get 5 times the points on flights and hotels, including resorts, and we also get free access to the Amex's Centurion lounges, as well as 1,300 plus priority pass lounges in the airports. And with our Gold card, we get 4 times the points on all things dining and groceries. So we rack points up really, really fast with these cards. So if you're interested and you want to see more about these lounges and the perks about these cards, make sure you follow. So let's just get straight into it. The check-in, I don't want to say it was terrible. Apparently we went, I don't know, I don't even want to lie about the dates, but it was early in May. We went when apparently it was a lot going on that week there. So when we checked in, it was a super long line. I stayed, here's a picture, and I watched the luggage while some people checked us in. But the check-in was very, very long, but we did get rum punch. They was serving that, you know, early in the day when you were checking in. It was outside. It was good. They had virgin kinds and non-virgin, but check out was even worse. I don't know if they were lacking staff that day or whatever the case may be, but checkout was way worse than checking in. And it's not because the service was bad, it's just because I think they didn't have enough workers there. So if you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it, and that way you could get monthly videos about resort reviews and room tours. But going on to the room details, just in a gist, you'll hear mainly most of this in the clip that I post. But we had a king size room. It was the fountain view, so our Juliet balcony faced the fountain, but we could also see like the basketball court, tennis court, all that kind of stuff. We were in the very last room of the east wing, and the AC was amazing. The bed was okay. It was a little rough for me, but it was still okay. Everything was great in it. They also have the tablet for your convenience for you to look at, you know, the schedule or the restaurants to order, you know, room service, all that kind of stuff. So here is the beautiful hallway. We stayed in room 1179. And here you have the awesome wristbands. You might lose them because they're a little loose, but my arm is super skinny. But into the room, it's gorgeous. They did an amazing job with their renovations. So as soon as you walk into the room, you have a closet right at the door. Ironing board, iron. And then immediately to the right, you have the bathroom with the tub, the shower, and the toilet area, double vanity sink. It is beautiful. And then you have a gorgeous mirror. Hey, I was about to go to the beach, y'all. And then walking straight through, you have another closet on the right-hand side. Here you have your safety deposit box as well as a couple drawers. And now into the room. So you have a little bitty couch behind the bed that's right by the tub. And then you have your standard desk with the tablet on top for your convenience. I did have the fountain view, room view. So that's what that view is. But here's the couch, my AirPoint blanket, our backpacks. But we had a king size bed. The bed wasn't really all that comfy, but it was still nice. It was very low. So if you have back problems, you know, be aware of that. Again, we had the fountain view, room view, but to the left you can see the basketball courts, tennis courts, golf course, all of that stuff. But this is the fountain. This goes off every 30 minutes from like 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And as you see, we were the very last room in the west wing or east wing. No, we were in the east. The very last room in the east wing. So again, here you see the couches. Or the couch, I'm sorry. The view was so amazing waking up to that every morning. I didn't get in the tub, but it looks beautiful. You could also close this off if you don't want to have to see into the bathroom. You could just close that part off. I didn't fully show it, but that door closes all the way to the other end of the wall. This is me sliding behind the tub. Double vanity sinks. The shower is on the left. The toilet is on the right. The doors do slam, so be careful with that. The toilet was fine. There was no issues there. The shower, though, was amazing. The shower was amazing. You had your rainfall head shower, and then you also had your handheld. The shower was just perfect. The water was nice and hot. No complaints there. Beautiful mirror, and then, of course, you see the mirror again behind me. The only cons I have for this room is that the walk space like around the bed was so tight. Here is going to be a video of the gym. The gym is on the 7th floor of both wings. It's a walkway for you to get there. I did not work out this week when I went. My husband did, and he said that it was busy every time that he went to go work out, and that the gym itself was great. It had all the machines you needed and all the free weights, but that it was a lot of people there who didn't know what they were doing and was hogging up the machines. But it's nice. Through those gym doors is this terrace with this awesome view where you could do yoga. So as you've seen in that last clip, the spa and gym is together. They're on the 7th floor. So though you have the east and the west wing, the east and west wing connects on the 7th floor, and it also connects on the 1st floor, of course. So the 7th floor is where your spa is going to be. It's huge. I didn't do anything at the spa. And the gym is also located like in the spa. So if you go to the gym, if you feel like you're going into the spa, you're going to the right place. Like you go into the spa to get to the gym. Again, they have this super big terrace outside for you to do like yoga, Pilates, any of that kind of stuff. You can't just relax out there. There's no chairs, but you can just stand around and sit on the ground. And it's also a great place if you want to take some pics. But let's talk about the dining and the drinks. So I didn't drink much there. My husband doesn't drink, so he obviously didn't have anything either. But I did go and get a daiquiri that's in a pineapple. And it was really good. The only thing was the guy put like all the alcohol at the bottom of the pineapple and then put like the blended part on top. And so when you sipped it, like the first 3 sips was literally straight alcohol. He was trying to take me out, but it was good and it was cute. You know, it fit the vibe. It gave what it needed to give. It was about $20. So if you're not willing to spend it on the Luxe, or you just don't want to buy alcoholic beverage that's that much, then don't do it. But it was cute and I wanted it for the experience. I also went to the Sky Bar, and it's just what it is. It's a bar that's up in the SLS building, I believe, and it's at the top. It's a rooftop bar. They play music and all that kind of stuff, and it was popping. Okay. I had got Jack and Coke from there. It was good. They hooked you up, so you know. That's that, but that's the only 2 times on the resort that I actually got an alcohol beverage, and they were okay both times. Again, this is not all inclusive, so you will be paying for every meal, every drink, all that kind of stuff. But I got a tip for y'all, so stay tuned to the end to get that tip. We ate at the Poke Bowl. It was amazing. Should have eaten there every single day. It was amazing. I can't remember how much it cost. It was, I don't know, maybe like $10-15 per bowl. The bowl wasn't ginormous, but the food was giving what it needed to give. Okay. And I got the ginger chicken. It was amazing every single time. We also tried Carna, which is one of their steakhouses. You can see the picture here is not a super great picture. The food was okay. I got the roasted chicken. It was good. It wasn't like, oh my God, I want to go back to Carna, but it was good. We also tried El Jefe, which is one of like their little taco trucks that's like right in between the beach and the pool. Don't do it. Do not waste your time. Please go to one of the other places. Go to Poke Bowl. We also tried Marcus, which is on the beach. Marcus is beautiful. The scene is giving everything it needs to give, especially if you're going to go eat like right at sunset, or you know, really at any point in time. The food was not good though, but the service was amazing. Like the waiters were on point. The food just really wasn't that good. And at that restaurant, I got the jerk chicken, the rice and peas. I wasn't really feeling it, but I still ate it because I was hungry and I paid for it. And then we went to Starbucks. So Starbucks was literally our best friend. Starbucks had the cheapest water on the resort and they had the cheapest snacks. I mean, we couldn't even find like fruit to purchase other than at the bar at one of the pools that was closer to like the SLS side of the hotel. And it was like a small little tray for like $25. It was ridiculous. So if you go here, make sure Starbucks is your best friend and you're getting your water and your snacks from there. Now, let me tell you about this again. Since it's a non-all-inclusive, the only way they accept payment is to charge it to your room. So if you go to any of these restaurants, if you order food, drinks, whatever the case may be, they're going to charge it directly to your room, or you could pay with a card like right there. So those are only 2 options. Either charge it to the room, and when you check out, you know, review it and make sure everything is on there that you actually did order, or, you know, walk around with your card and just pay for it on site while you're there. The only thing I would say about that is if you're like heavily drinking, you might forget how much you're eating or ordering drinks, and so when you check out, the bill might be, you know, like, but at least for us, everything was on there that we actually did, which wasn't much. So, you know, just keep in mind of that. So let me tell you about the places that we went that was off the resort. So we went to Senior Frogs, and I know it's like a chain and it's everywhere, but this was the Bahama Senior Frogs, okay? The vibe was giving everything it needed to give. The food was amazing. I got the pasta. It was so good. And it was this guy. I don't know if he came straight from church, but...
Get loose! Fuck him up! Hey! Not the footwork.
He was like trying to get the party started. He was trying to get us to dance the whole time. It was so funny. He was so old and cute. But Senior Frogs, everyone that was in our group enjoyed everything they had at Senior Frogs, and we really should have went back. We also went to a strip called Fish Fry, and Fish Fry has a bunch of different restaurants on it. And like food trucks that you could get different types of food. The only place that we went to at Fish Fry was called Frank's or Frankie's, and it was amazing. Here I got pasta again. I'm a pasta lover. And it was amazing. It was like a curry, it was like a seafood curry pasta. It was really, really good. And then everybody else enjoyed their food as well. But the entire time on the resort, after we went to Poke Bowl was it. Like, that was the only place that we were really, really eating at, because one, it was just really good, and it was, you know, one of the cheaper places to eat at the actual resort. So now let's go ahead and talk about the pool. So again, there are 7 pools. There are 4 hot tubs. There is a pool on the Rosewood side, there's a pool on the SLS side, and then this pool's like right in the middle of the resort outside. Of course, that all 3 of the hotels have access to all of the pools, but it's a bunch of pools, a bunch of hot tubs. They were clean. The lifeguards were all on point. I should have took a video, but one of the lifeguards was literally nodding off. It was so funny, but he's sitting out in the hot sun all day, so I'm sure he was drained. They only have one swim up bar, and that swim up bar, I didn't try, so I don't know how good the drinks are there, but there's only one swim up bar. So if you want to be in the water, swimming up to the bar, is only one place you can go for that, versus most resorts when it's maybe like 2 or 3 of them. But you know, that's okay. So my absolute favorite place, as you've seen at the beginning of this video, was the Dean's of Blue Hole. So it's basically like a grotto. It has a little cave, and under that cave is an actual aquarium. They have all different marine life. They have sea turtles, sharks, fish, you know, all that kind of stuff in there. And then they also have a cave that has like 2 levels, or a waterfall that has 2 levels that you could jump off of. It was so scary, and I was talking stuff the whole time like, that's not high, that's not high, and I get up there, knees literally buckling, okay, buckling. But I did it, and I did it a couple times. It was super fun. So if you go here, please jump off the waterfall. It was little kids that was literally like 4 and 5 years old going up there doing it. And I'm like, I'm 31. I'm not about to let these little kids show me up. So I did do it with the help of some little kids encouraging me. So as far as the beach, beautiful, amazing, spectacular. There was not a ton of seaweed. It was like, you know, bits and pieces here and there, but nothing crazy. They do have a ton of chairs, a ton of umbrellas out there. It didn't feel like most resorts where you needed to get out there like at 7, 8 a.m., put your towel out there so nobody takes your chair. It was literally tons of chairs and umbrellas for everyone. Of course, there's beach vendors or hustlers there. As usual, if you are a part of my channel, you already know, just ignore them or just politely say no. They'll go about their business. But you know, if you really do want a souvenir, always, you know, just talk them down or whatever the case may be. They are just trying to make any money, so they're willing to, you know, sell at a discount as well. So on the beach, you can do all the non-motorized water activities like most resorts, of course, which is like the water hammocks, the floats, the kayaks, the reef boards, the paddle boards, snorkeling, all that kind of stuff. So if you go and snorkel here, they actually give you the gear for free, so you could keep that as a souvenir without having to pay for a souvenir, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, the beach was really nice. The water was a bit cold. You see in this picture, it hit us and it was not like cold, it was just, it's the process, but the water was amazing. So let's get into the resort activities. So first and foremost, there's a casino. If you like to gamble, it's there. If you don't like to gamble, it's still there and you don't have to gamble, but it's there. Again, they do have the fountain show that you could watch if you have the fountain view from your room, but there's also a deck out there. I can't remember which floor is on, maybe like the first or second floor or something like that. You have to go down the escalator, so not even really the first floor, is like below the first floor. You could go out there and you could watch the fountain show. They play music every time the fountain is running, and then they also have a nightclub on site called Bond. A couple girls in the group went, but y'all see my little dog. A couple girls in the group went, but I didn't go. But everyone that I spoke to at the resort said that Bond was popping. In the Bahamas, the legal drinking age is 18. So at 18, there were kids, right? There were 18-year-olds in the club that were, you know, allowed to drink, and anywhere else on the resort, they're also allowed to drink. So keep that in mind. So the club was popping from everything I heard from young people, old people, white people, black people, in between, all that kind of stuff. So if you go, absolutely check out Bond. And I'm just going down the list of all the things I either did or had planned to do. So Dax is the place that I got the pineapple, you know, daiquiri, because you would get a daiquiri or a margarita or a mix of both. That's what I got. You could get on these little bikes and you could blend up your smoothie yourself. The bikes were actually broken when I were there, so hopefully they're fixed when you go, and that could be a little experience. Take a quick little video. It's super cute. You have Baha Bay Water Park. The water park gave. We went 2 days in a row. That's how amazing it was. We didn't get a whole bunch of video from the water park because obviously we're swimming and on slides and all that kind of stuff, but it was amazing. So here's a, you know, a few couple of they have a lazy river. That's where they got me. The lazy river. Let me be lazy in the river, please. At the water park, they also have this thing called the Baha Bay Beach Club. It's free and it's for the adults. So no kids are allowed like on that section to like relax. The water park is also free. You get it with like admission from your room basically, but it's open to the public as well as the casino. So for instance, if someone who lives there, a native, just want to go to the casino, they're welcome into the hotel to just go to the casino. If they want to go to the water park, they're welcome to pay admission to get into the water park. So it's a ton of people there, even if they're not actually sleeping there. Then you have Dean's Blue Hole, as I already told you. That's why I jumped off the cliff at. And of course, if you go up under there, there's the aquarium. You have mini golfing. Mini golfing is not free. It's $20 per person. And they have 18 holes, and that's way on the east side, like where my room was. They also have the kitchen. The kitchen is where you could do cooking sessions with you, your family, a group of people, whatever the case may be, with the actual chef. I don't know the price of that, but it's there if you want to do it with your friends and family. They also have an art gallery where you could purchase art or you could just view the art. I don't know how much it costs. I wanted to go. I just didn't get a chance to get there. But what I did do was the aviary. It's basically where you get to go and feed the birds. Look how cute they were. It was a whole bunch of different color birds, like yellow, blue, green. It was some white ones. They were so cute. So the aviary costs $10, and with the $10 they give you 2 sticks that have bird feed stuck on them, and you literally go in the aviary and you just stand there and you hold the sticks up, and the birds will literally fly down and eat it, and you could take pictures or whatever. You have to be careful because they might poop on you, but you know, I mean, you can wipe it off. It's not that serious. And then the sanctuary is basically where the aquarium is, that's in that cave at Dean's Blue Hole, but you could actually go in and you could like touch the starfish and all that kind of stuff, and those prices vary depending on which option you choose to do. But you could pet the stingrays and all that kind of stuff. You could watch the sharks up close. You could watch the staff feed the animals, all that. So it's different prices. It just depends on what you choose to do. And then you have the flamingo cay. Look how cute the flamingos. So you can see the flamingos every single day. They're like in their little thing or whatever, but in the morning you could do the flamingo parade, which is basically the flamingos walking from one part of the resort to the other part of the resort. So you could walk with them, the kids could walk with them. It makes a great photo op or quick little video. But if you wanted to spend a little extra money, you could pay $60 to actually do yoga with the flamingos, which basically you'll be like in the sanctuary with the flamingos doing yoga, and they'll just be walking around while you're doing the yoga. I wouldn't pay $60 for that, but if you wanted to, you could. Again, Sky Bar is a bar that's in the SLS hotel. It's popping. Go up there. Actually, while we were there, one of the famous little TikTok girls named Charlie, she was actually turning like 18 or something, so her and a bunch of her little TikTok friends were there, and they were turning up. So happy belated birthday, girl. They also have a kids club if you're bringing your kids. I don't know what all comes with it, but it's a bunch of stuff for the kids to do. If you're into racket, they have a racket club with 9 courts. They have hard clay and grass surfaces. You can do it for free, like by yourself, or you could pay for sessions to do it with, I'm guessing, a professional racket player or something. And then they have the actual royal blue golf course. Jack Nicholas designed the course. It's 18 holes. It's 2-in-1. I don't know how much it costs, but it's golf, so I'm sure it's upwards of at least $80 per person. And then they have the basketball courts, which is for free, and then the croquet, lawns, which is also for free. So it's a ton of stuff to do with this resort. This isn't even everything. This was just everything that I had put on my list that I either wanted to do or just made sure that I really wanted to tell you guys about. But again, my absolute favorite was the water park and the aviary with the birds. As far as excursions, I myself and my husband didn't do any excursions, only because we went to the Bahamas before and we swam with the pigs and did all of that there. So this trip we didn't do it. We really just enjoyed the resort. But a couple of the girls that was in the group, they did a glass bottom boat tour and they did enjoy it. I think they said they seen one turtle. But excursions are here or there. They're hit or miss. But if you decide to do some, there are people, staff like the concierge that you could go to, and they'll actually help you set that up. Or you could do it on like TripAdvisor and all that kind of stuff. I think that's actually cheaper, so do it that way. So as far as the crowd, again, it was family friendly. People literally had their infants there, and obviously no one's judging. I'm just assuming that maybe the pandemic had people out of touch so bad, or maybe they already had their trips planned and they didn't give a damn if they just had their baby. They were about to take that trip and get that mental break. So shout out to all of those parents. I didn't see a bunch of older kids, like teenagers. I seen like a bunch of babies, and then maybe like a bunch of like 5-year-olds and down, but I didn't really see like any 10, 12, 15, 16-year-olds, nothing like that. But everyone was very polite. It's not a party scene at all unless you're doing like the Sky Bar or you're inside and you're at one of the bar lounges. At night they play music and it gets really, really upbeat. But other than that, it's family friendly. It's very calm. As far as feeling safe, I felt super safe on the resort. I didn't have any issues. The only time I didn't feel safe was with the taxi driver, y'all. This man was trying to take us out, literally. Like, we're in there slinging. My seatbelt didn't even work. It was terrible. I don't remember the guy's name, but it was horrible. And the sad thing is we got his information so he could keep driving us around, the whole week that we were there. We should have got somebody else's information, because that man was a reckless driver, seriously. As far as COVID, the guests did not have to wear their mask to do anything. You could if you wanted to, but the staff, some wore their masks, some didn't. So I'm guessing it's personal preference there for the staff. But we were able to take our test the day before. Their COVID testing is open 24 hours. And it's free for everybody, and you get your results like within, I think it was 3 hours or an hour or something like that. So not telling you the last minute it, but if you're having so much fun or whatever the case may be, you can still get it in time, even if it's like a last minute thing before your flight. Let's see. So let's talk about what I think the overall uniqueness was and the pros and cons to this place. I would most definitely say the uniqueness is that they had a club on site. They had a water park on site. They had an animal sanctuary. And then they had, you know, the waterfall with the rock caves that you could jump off of. Like, I'm trying to go back just for that. I am. It was amazing. You guys enjoy it. The only thing that, not the only thing, it's a lot of things I didn't like. The things that I didn't like the most was how tight the walk-in space was in the bedroom. And that was our room. Our other friends had different rooms and their rooms wasn't tight like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that it felt like you're being nickeled and dimed because it's not all inclusive. So it's like if you need a bottle of water, you got to go pay for it really quick, versus at an all-inclusive resort, you just ask, hey, can I get a bottle of water? You get it. You need a bag of chips, your kid need a snack. Like, you're constantly like giving your room number or paying for something like every time you get a rumble in your tumble. Okay. It's a lot of walking depending on where your room is. Again, for us, we were the very last room in the East Wing, so we had a ton of walking to do. Like, it was non-stop walking, just walk, 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 walk. It helped you get your steps in though, so you know, don't hate on it too much, but it is just a lot of walking. So for instance, if you left something in a room and you're at the pool, it's a walk. So please take a little backpack or a tote bag or something with you and put everything you need in there. The lobby was freezing cold, and the only reason I'm making this a con is because the casino was where the lobby is, and also the lounge bar is in the lobby. So although you're there, you're enjoying the music, you're enjoying the drinks, it's freezing cold. So you're there trying to be cute. No, you're trying to find a jacket somewhere. It was just freezing. That's really the only cons I have. I just felt like you couldn't enjoy the casino as long as you wanted to, or the lounge as long as you wanted to, because it was so cold, unless you had like a blanket or a jacket. And I was definitely out there with that little blanket. It was freezing. So as usual, guys, I booked this trip through Precious Getaways. So if you guys need any help booking this trip or any other trip, hit her up. She's amazing. Like, she'll get it done for you guys in a jiffy. She'll make it super easy. She helps out with transportation, like all of that kind of stuff. So please hit up Precious if you need help booking any trip, especially this one, because it's none all inclusive, so you might need a little bit more help. She can help you with all of that. So here are the tips. You know, I like to give you guys tips at the end. So the first tip is make sure you have a pen in your bag when you're traveling, because you are going out of the country, so you will need to fill out immigration forms, and you will have to sit there and wait for everybody to pass their pen around the plane or after you deplane. So make sure you have a pen on board with you. About the drinks, so if we want to combat this none all-inclusive and you having to come out of pocket to pay for all these drinks, I should have took a picture of it, but I'm gonna try to explain it to you as best as can. Get one of those really big Ziploc bags. I don't know if they're like a gallon or two or something like that, and you could literally bring a ton of mini bottles. You know how you get the little mini travel bottles? Like, just fill that bag up with it and put it in your checked luggage. Like, one of the girls, our travel agent, actually brought a huge bag of a bunch of mini bottles to bring, because again, it's not all inclusive, and who wants to sit there and pay for drink after drink after drink after drink, you know? So again, big Ziploc bag, fill it with mini bottles of your choice, put it in your checked bag, and you're good to go. You have your drink. So when you get to the resort, you know, and I'm just giving you an example, you know, you order you a little lemonade or whatever. So instead of paying the premium price because you ordered an alcoholic beverage, you'll just pay the regular beverage price and pour your little bottle in that thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, try to save money out here, y'all. Also, For the water park, if you can, it's not mandatory, but if you take water shoes, that'll be really helpful because it's slippery. It's a bunch of water everywhere. Again, you don't have to, but I think it'll be very, very helpful if you did. Also, take your jewelry off. I didn't really have jewelry. I had this necklace on. It didn't come off, but I had a white band on. White band came off. It was older and a little bit looser, but you could easily lose earrings, rings, whatever. So take your jewelry off before you go to the water park. Make sure you pack your travel cup. I know I had a picture before, like a little thermo cup, just so you're not putting your mouth on the same cups everybody else been putting on. You know, we just trying to come up out this pandemic, so rather be safe than sorry. And so basically all you would do is you'll order your drink, they'll make it, you could just pour it into your own personal cup yourself and go ahead about your business. If you know you're checking in early, wear your swimsuit or have your swimsuit or swim trunks, whichever the case may be, like in your carry-on bag, so that if your room isn't ready, as ours wasn't, you could go ahead and start enjoying the resort, the pools, areas, all that kind of stuff, versus, you know, not getting a chance to because you don't have your room and you don't want to open your bag up, all this and that. So again, have all your stuff in your carry-on so that in the event you check in too early or you check in on time and your room just isn't ready, that you could at least go sit by the pool and the beach and feel comfy. Make reservations for dinners. You don't have to, but at this resort, again, since it's the people at the resort and then it's also people just coming in off the street who could come in and eat at all of these restaurants as well, like it might be helpful for you to make reservations for these restaurants. Not all of them, but like the sit down restaurants will be very helpful. Again, bring cash, as everything needs to be charged to the room or, you know, paid for up front. So make sure you're aware of that. Like I said earlier, we befriended a taxi driver. He was very dangerous, but hopefully you could befriend a taxi driver who drives safely and you could get like their number or their card or whatever the case may be and see if they could taxi you around, you know, your entire time whenever you need to go somewhere, versus having to come out and wait on somebody every single time. Although the staff was very helpful in moving people. Like if you come out and you're trying to go somewhere, they're like getting you in a taxi super fast. So either way, make sure you bring your speaker for the poolside and for the beach. It's a lot of pools, and again, since it's family friendly, there's like no DJ necessarily playing, so it can get boring. So be your own vibe, bring your speaker. Make sure you have your sunglasses, your little hats, all that kind of stuff, because baby, it's the Bahamas and it's hot. It's hot. Also, make sure you stop by the store and get water. You need water anywhere you go, but again, if the cheapest place you could get water in this place is Starbucks, you might as well just try to stop at the corner store somewhere, or grocery store, and like just get you like a 12-pack or 24-pack or something to help you out, because it'll go a long way. I promise you guys that. Tip the workers as usual if you can. Again, you don't have to because they're charging everything to the room, but if you have cash on you, they do take American dollars. So, you know, $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, whatever the case may be, whatever you feel, do that. It'll get you a long way. Also, to make clear, there are no Ubers in the Bahamas, so you have to take a taxi. That's a big reason why I'm saying like befriend one, but make sure you take a taxi. To talk about the airport really quick, it's really small, it's easy to get in and out of. To get to Grand Bahama, I think it's maybe like a 15-20 minute drive, and they charge us like $30 or $40 to get us there, but that's just like the airport, you know, ride. To get us from the resort to Fish Fry, the strip, I think they charge us like $20 or $25 or something like that. Just make sure you're ready for all of that. Again, this is family friendly, non all-inclusive, so you will have to pay for everything. But that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, please leave me a comment and I will try to answer it to my best ability. But other than that, I hope this encouraged you to either go or not go, but more so go. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.